Hey guys, this is B and welcome to the first episode of the Convention Survival Guide. I am sitting here coming to you live, well not live because this is being recorded, but coming to you from day 2 of SakuraCon. So yes, I am tired, I am exhausted, and I am questioning why I am filming this video at 9:30. So as someone who has been going to conventions for about a decade now, because yes, I am that old, I am a fossil, I get asked pretty often by friends and family and just people in general on Tumblr and Facebook and whatnot, how do I convention? What do I bring to a convention? How do I pack my costumes? How do I wear multiple costumes in a day? How do I plan a photo shoot? And so having been asked these questions fairly frequently, I figured my friends and family can't be the only people wondering all of these things. So I figured it would be a good idea to maybe help some other people out and just create this little YouTube series all about how to plan adequately for a convention. And so my wonderful brainchild was born, and that is this series right here, the Convention Survival Guide. And this is episode 1. So we're going to start things off pretty simply just by taking a look at what I think, at least, every convention goer should have in their convention bag. Your convention bag isn't like your suitcase that you bring to the con or anything like that. It's literally just the bag you take with you to the con floor, and the bag that you should be carrying with you at all times while you are at the convention. Now I know some of you are going to be like, but wait, B, no, I don't want to carry a bag with me. It gets in the way of my costume. It's bulky. It's annoying. It's obnoxious to have to pass the bag off to my friend every time I get stopped when somebody asks to take a photo of me. Well, too bad. The bag saves lives. The bag makes your life at con easier. So, as much as it pains me to say it because I would love to be hands-free when I'm at con, you just kind of need to carry a bag. You need to. So now we're just going to take a quick look at what I put in my convention bag. These are just the things that I think are essential to have with me when I am at a convention, and that I usually just end up needing when I'm at con. So hey, let's take a look. So here it is, just the base essentials that every convention goer should probably have in their bag, especially if they're a cosplayer. And I do have them kind of ranked in order of importance. First things first, your wallet. I don't care who you are, even when you're outside of a convention, you should probably have your wallet on you. Why? Because this has your identification in it. It has your money in it. It probably has your hotel key card in it. And these are things that you just kind of need. My wallet is just kind of like a cute little BB-8 coin purse. I've got my cash, and then I have a cigarette case actually that I've repurposed and used to carry my credit cards and business cards in. So that just kind of makes that easy. And then I also do like putting my hotel key card in my wallet because then I don't accidentally put it next to my phone and whoops, deactivate the key card. Raise your hand if you've done that. Quick tip on bringing cash to a convention. Don't bring all your cash with you when you go to the con floor. One, for safety, leave some in your hotel room. Hotel rooms generally have safes that you can put stuff in. You can set your own passcode for that. And so generally what I'll do is I'll just leave some of my cash in the hotel room and then just take what I plan to spend that day with me. Then in case I lose my bag, or worst case scenario, someone decides to mug me in the middle of the street, then I'm not, SOL. The other reason, then I don't actually end up spending all of my money at once, because hey, if I have all of my cash with me when I'm on the con floor and in the exhibitor's hall, I'm probably going to spend it all. Second most important thing for bringing to the con floor with you is water. Hydrate yourselves, children. It's important, because if you don't hydrate yourself, you pass out and you die. Okay, so you might not die, but it is really important to stay hydrated so that you keep your energy levels up while you are at con. I generally don't actually have a reusable water bottle with me because I'm very much prone to leaving them places and losing them, and having to continuously buy a new water bottle every month is just really expensive. So I say screw the environment, plastic is great. If you hear awkwardness happening in the background, that's just don't question it. thing I usually suggest bringing with you is pain relievers. My preferred one is Advil, ibuprofen, because I'm actually a little intolerant to acetaminophen, so ibuprofen it is. But yeah, wigs can be tight and they give you headaches. You get migraines. It's really overstimulating and things can be overwhelming, and that just makes your head hurt. Or you trip and fall on your way down the escalator and almost die. And you know what? That's really painful. So it's good to have pain relief with you when you're at a convention. It's also nice to keep it with you in the bag so that you don't have to go back to your hotel room for any little slight pain inconvenience you may have. On the subject of medication, if you are asthmatic, bring your inhaler. Just cannot stress this enough. Have your inhaler with you. I mean, if you're asthmatic, you should probably always have your inhaler with you at all times, convention or no convention, but I cannot stress this enough for when going to a con. Same thing goes for an EpiPen. Bring your EpiPen if you have a life-threatening allergy. Any kind of immediate life-saving medication that you might need to have with you on hand, put it in your con bag. Don't forget it. Bring it. Next thing I like to have on me when I'm at a convention is a portable phone charger. It makes my life a lot easier to not have to go and become a wall hugger when my phone runs out of battery. When you're at con, your phone will run out of battery. Your phone will die. Why? Well, because there's this thing we cosplayers like to do called taking selfies, and they kind of drain your battery juice. Also, convention centers in general are just notorious for having bad cell reception. There's no Wi-Fi, so what does your phone do? It looks for a Wi-Fi signal. It looks for reception, and what does that do? It drains your phone battery. So, portable battery charger. Don't become a wall hugger. Now, the next couple of items I like to have with me are entirely related to cosplay. So if you're not a cosplayer, or if you're planning to go to a convention but you're not planning to cosplay then just kind of disregard these items. But if you are a cosplayer and you are cosplaying at con, these are things that I find incredibly essential and just make going to the con far less stressful for me. The first of which is a mini hot glue gun. I cannot tell you how many times I have been texted or called while on the con floor because someone was like, "Oh my god, my costume broke. Do you have hot glue? Who has hot glue?" And while generally speaking, most cons these days have this wonderful thing called the cosplay repair station, sometimes those things have lines and sometimes it's just easier to, sit down next to an outlet in a corner, whip out a hot glue gun and fix it yourself. It just makes things go faster. On the same vein of broken cosplay, duct tape. I'm the kind of person that kind of always has duct tape with them wherever I go, no matter what. I don't know why. I think 15-year-old emo kid me just had this weird fascination with duct tape and it hasn't gone away yet. Duct tape is just really nice to have on hand for larger kinds of damage. So if a piece of armor falls off, if you end up with a, God forbid, a large seam rip in your costume, it's just really nice to have to kind of hold things together until you can get back to your hotel room or the cosplay repair station to actually fix things. So duct tape I don't use as like a permanent fix, but just a temporary one for the next 5 to 10 minutes to get me to a place where I can actually fix my costume. And after that, I actually like to carry around with me a portable sewing kit. This kit actually also has some of my wig supplies with me, so my wig comb, a brush, and an extra wig cap that is tangled in the brush, because that's helpful. But yeah, just things to kind of help keep my wigs in order when I'm on the con floor. And then in regards to the actual sewing, I have this little piece of fabric that I folded up to carry pins, needles, I have a spool of thread, scissors, seam ripper, and a Sharpie because that's also important for sewing. But yeah, just things that are kind of, quick little stitch repairs that I need to do when I'm on the con floor, but I don't necessarily need to go all the way back to my hotel room to fix. The final thing that I pretty much always have with me whenever I'm on the con floor is my makeup bag. It's just really nice to have your makeup bag with you so that you can touch up your makeup for your cosplay before you go to a shoot. Or if you just have been on the con floor for several hours at a time and are feeling kind of grimy. Just kind of helps you freshen up a little bit. My makeup bag for the convention generally tends to include face powder so that I don't get too shiny looking, because shine just doesn't work well with photos. It doesn't look good. Matte is always best. So yeah, I like to carry the face powder around with me just to kind of keep that matte look throughout the day. I usually have a little roller ball of whatever perfume I'm wearing, as well as some deodorant, because nobody likes con funk. And while I do shower every day I'm at a convention, you just can't help sweat. You're working up a sweat when you're walking around the con floor. You're crawling through dirt because, hey, you were Connecticut Ken today and thought it would be fun to do a little creepy shoot by crawling through dirt and grime and a weird abandoned stairwell. So yeah, those types of things usually don't translate well to smelling that nice. So, deodorant, perfume, it saves lives. After that, I also usually carry around some hand sanitizer with me, because I swear to God, if I get con plague, I cry. I cry anytime I'm sick, but I avoid con plague at all costs, so hand sanitize as often as possible. This little pack will save your life. And then I also generally have about 4 to 5 different shades of lipstick with me for whatever reason. The most notable one, though, would be this little nude one I have. It's the most common one for my costumes, just because I usually like to have a matte nude lipstick when I'm cosplaying a guy character. So it's helpful. And there you have it. That is what can usually be found in my convention bag. It's what I bring with me whenever I go to con. On the topic of con bags, what do you bring with you when you go to a convention? What do you think is the most essential thing for you to have in your con bag at all times? Share it below in the comments. Discuss. Or if you have any questions about anything else you might think you need to bring or aren't sure if you should bring, definitely feel free to ask in the comments below. And thanks for joining me on this first episode of the Convention Survival Guide. If you have any suggestions for future episodes, please, again, leave a comment below. If you are interested in future Convention Survival Guide videos, then please go ahead and click that subscribe video and give this video a thumbs up. Or, if you just kind of enjoyed watching me blather on about the things I put in my bag, then hey, like the video. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope you're having a really good con. If you were also at SakuraCon this year, please let me know. Tell me what you cosplayed, what you brought in your convention bag, and did you have a good time at SakuraCon? So far, it's been pretty great for me, even though I'm tired and exhausted and sitting in my hotel room at 10 o'clock at night shooting a YouTube video. Grade A convention experience right here. So yeah, thanks for watching, and as always guys, keep fandom fun! This is the last time I film a video at con.
Yeah, I thought it would be good, just be easier just to do it, like...
Yeah, no, this was really stressful. I shouldn't have done this.
I did not mean to.
The most important thing you should have with you in your convention bag.